is Elisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you are new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me, and I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys are here, you check in, you tune in, you like the videos, you comment on the videos, and you share my videos with those you think might enjoy them. So I very much appreciate each and every one of you. Now, I have an unboxing for you guys today from Make Market. Couple disclaimers, my husband is home. If you hear noise, it's him. It's also a beautiful sunny day in my part of Canada, so the patio door is open. You may hear cars going by. I will try to make it less noticeable during editing. But anyways, it's a beautiful day, and I just cannot bring myself to close the door. So, yes, I picked these things up at Michael's Craft Store. Probably a couple weeks ago, I noticed, what did I go in there for? I think I went in there to get some acrylic paint for the cover minders I make, and I noticed they had a whole bunch of new diamond painting stuff from the Make Market brand. So I browsed through a few different things, and I walked away with these three things. Now, they had a lot more to choose from, but I just went with these. So I chose this one. We'll do this one first. I chose this one because, if you don't know, in the diamond painting community, there is a diamond painting event in the summer called Summer with the Masters that is hosted by Katie at Diamonds and Washi, and I believe again this year with Anthony from Single and Placing, and it supports or celebrates art from the old Masters era. It's not typically art that I gravitate towards to diamond paint, but I saw this little kit. I've always wanted to do a Mona Lisa painting, and I thought, why not try it? This kit is also different, and what drew my eye to it is it includes a wooden frame. So that is really unique. So I can't wait to get into this now. Does it have a price on it? I can't remember. I didn't write the prices down. Sometimes they have the price on it, but I'm not seeing it here. So Make Market, you're not going to see an artist usually referenced on any of these kits, but they are considered above board or licensed. On their boxes, they have, of course, you know, the image that you're buying. And then on the back, they have instructions on how to diamond paint like most boxes do, list of contents up at the top. And yeah, that is their box. Let's open this up and take a look at what's inside. Now, these guys are considered a budget-friendly company. I'm not certain, but I think I've heard other creators say that they feel like the kind of parent manufacturer of Make Market might be Diamond Dots. I hope I'm not misremembering that. I have no idea, but once we get into this, you might recognize the charting and such. Let me know in the comments if you remember. I believe that's kind of what the discussion has been on other channels. Anyway, let's get into this. So, came with this diamond painting wrapped up in a plastic bag and these wooden frames. This is a really neat idea. Now, of course, I didn't bring scissors. Let me see if I can use my teeth, which I know you're not supposed to do, but bear with me today. I was debating on filming or not. I'm kind of feeling quite exhausted, to be honest. I just, in the last couple of weeks, made so many cover minders. If you don't know, I make handmade resin cover minders. And most recently, I was making mermaid-themed ones. But then I also did a few extras for some other people so that they could take advantage of one shipping cost. So I've been really busy and I am really tired. But I'm impressed so far looking at these. It looks like they use these silver magnets. Yeah, you can see that there, which are the neodymium magnets, which are super strong. And yeah, these two pieces of wood were actually, they're quite strong. Like, it's taken quite a bit of force to pull them apart, so that's nice to see. And then this is the one that would go at the top, of course. This is actually also an awesome thing. Once I finish this painting, maybe I will be able to do a tutorial on how to use these. These are called magnetic frames. You can buy big ones for big diamond paintings as well. Again, they have the magnets on both sides. Now, if you are, say, going to use this for a very heavy, big diamond painting, what I always recommend is the side of the wood that has the string that you're going to be hanging, you want to secure the canvas to this either with super strong craft glue, Velcro, or I actually use a staple gun and I staple the canvas here because big heavy canvases, the magnets aren't usually strong enough to hold them. For this kit, it should be perfectly fine, but you know, if you are going to work with magnetic frames, that's something to keep in mind. Usually you do have to secure, especially a heavy diamond painting, to the frame that at least has this string. The rest can just snap on with magnets and it should be fine. Same with the bottom, you don't need to secure it anyway. It's just there for kind of the aesthetic look, right? Now let's open this and see my first kind of impressions as I'm taking a look at this is they have it done in a way that it's just going to be, once you've got all those diamonds down, you're going to be able to just pop that wood frame on it and hang it up somewhere. Now I should mention that this probably won't qualify for Summer with the Masters because it's far too small, but I don't join events for prizes often. I just join for the community aspect of it, so it doesn't matter what I work on. But keep that in mind, this probably wouldn't count if you were thinking of participating in that event and thought, you know, oh, this kit might work. Check their size requirements. I'm not sure what they require, but usually it's at least a 30 by 40, and I don't think this is even that. No, it's by 27.9, so it is smaller. But look at that, that's awesome. So at the top and the bottom, they have the white canvas border. That is where the magnetic frame is going to attach, and at the bottom as well. There is no grid on here, it's just the diamonds, and we've got the plastic cover. Let me pull this back, see how sticky the glue is. Super sticky. Let's zoom in to see the drill field. Drill field. On first look, it's quite dark. I do not like that this brand uses red symbols. I don't know why they do that, if there's supposed to be any benefit at all, but to me, they're actually harder for my eyes to read. I would rather that they use black or white symbols instead. However, the printing of the canvas itself, it is quite dark. I wouldn't necessarily call it blurry, but in some of the dark colors, it does look fuzzy to me. Now, that could just be my eyes. In some of the lighter areas, like where we can show you over here where the V's are, that's pretty clear and nice. But then when you get into like the dark colors in here, to me, they kind of, I would need a light pad. But that being said, usually a light pad actually makes the symbols worse on a canvas like this, just the way it's printed. But it's such a small canvas, it's going to be a very small project. I'm just going to put this plastic back. This is a nice thick plastic cover actually that's on it, so that's nice. And the type of canvas that it is, I would say it's probably polyester. It's got the rough back, it's not soft lint at all. And then on the top here, it's a little bit more slippery. So yeah, I would say that. Here is probably the model number of the canvas. We'll take a look once we open the package here. Now, the one thing I'm noticing is there is no sticker sheet at all, which kind of sucks. Even though it's a budget company, I mean, you don't have a legend on the canvas. Why not provide a paper legend? That's something that I would think would be helpful. However, it is a budget kit, right? Like, these aren't very expensive at all. I didn't keep my receipt, so I can't remember, but they're definitely not that expensive. So we've got French instructions here, and then there are English instructions, again, just how to diamond paint and some tips down here. They have a basic toolkit. We'll open this one, but if there's a toolkit in the other kits, I'm not going to go through all of the stuff, so just pay attention here if you want to see. They have a light gray boat tray. That's for shaking your diamonds, so you can place them. They have a pen with a single placer. I like that their squishy comes on. A lot of us struggle putting that darn thing on the pens. We have a caddy with some blue wax, and it even tells you to peel off the plastic on top before you load your pen, which is nice. They don't send any multi-placer. I think a 4 or a 7 placer would be nice, even just a 4 placer, but I guess because these might be budgeted or made for beginner type crafters, probably is why they just have a single placer. Multi-placing is more of kind of somewhat of an advanced task. We do have some baggies here, probably not enough to kit up into, but you do have some for leftover diamonds. Let me pop this away. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comments, and let me know if you've tried one of these Make Market kits, especially the pre-framed ones. Now, I can't remember if they had any other options there. I'm pretty certain they did. They also had some of these, it looks like this shape, but they're called adhesive sheets, so that the backing of it actually is like a sticker, so you could put it on your diamond painting logbook. That's the thing I thought of. I didn't pick up one of them. I should have, but I didn't, because I knew I wouldn't work on it. But they did have quite a few varieties here. Let me just get this air bubble out. They did have quite a few options, like cheetah print and rainbows and mermaid scales and things like that. So definitely check it out. You can look at them on the website as well. They actually did have listings for them. Where it says on this box, it says wooden frame included for the adhesive sheets. It says something here along those lines as well. Let's just take a look at the colors of the diamonds in here. I have a feeling it's going to be a very dark color pattern. The diamonds themselves look like they are quite a dark kind of hue to them. There are no DMC numbers, so I don't know what DMCs they are besides guessing. I think this is actually a dark gray. I don't think it's a black. But yeah, there's no DMC number. So it looks like what they have on there, this number at the bottom, is actually the model number that I showed you on the bottom of the canvas. So I guess if you do separate your canvas from your drills for some reason, you can put them up. You can see that long number is the same on all of them. And then they have whatever symbol goes on the canvas on the bag. So these both belong to you. Then we have a V and a W, an X and a Y. Let me just flip these over so you can see the colors. A few brighter colors there. The diamonds themselves don't look terrible. Let me just let that zoom in. So they do look uniform in size. I'm not seeing a lot of trashy bits. They look sparkly. They are probably acrylic if I had to guess, but not quite sure. There are some tabs in here actually when I look a little bit closer with my eyes, which again is not uncommon for a budget type kit. Here are the rest of the colors here, lots of dark stuff. But I thought it would be a neat project. It's honestly probably going to be hard to work on for me because I like bright colors, but I'm going to do my best. And again, all of these symbols, all these letters are on here. So what I would probably do is kit up into baggies, and then I would write the symbol, whatever the symbol is on the actual baggie, and then it's going to, I don't know, if this is such a small canvas, it might be easier to just work one color at a time. In that regards, you probably don't need to kit up. You could literally just take one bag, put it in your tray, fill in all of the symbols on this entire canvas of that one, and then toss the color. That might be a way to go just because it is so small. I think breaking this up into sections would drive me nuts. So I might actually try that and just do it a bag at a time. I think that might be the way to go. Do they have any other? They're all alphabet, right? Yeah. So by the looks of it, we just have the full alphabet here. There are no symbols and no numbers. So yeah, I think it's going to be a neat little project. Obviously, it's not going to be you know, a great clarity picture of the Mona Lisa, but it's a small project. And I like the idea that it came with the frame. So ideally, once you're done diamond painting, you just pop these open and put the white part of the canvas like that. Make the magnets attach, line it up nicely, and there you go. You would do the same thing with the bottom. Doesn't matter which way it goes. You could even paint these if you don't like the just, you know, plain wood. You could paint it a different color, but I think it looks nice. And then there you go. You got a little hanging painting. So I think this idea is actually pretty awesome. Yeah, I think it's a great concept. And if we could do it with a bit bigger diamond paintings, I think that would be pretty cool too. But can't wait to work on this and show you guys how it actually turns out. I'm a little worried about her face, but you know what? This is just a fun project. It's not something that I'm actually going to be displaying for everybody to see. It's just something different to do and show you guys. Plus, but budget friendly. I strive on my channel to only show artwork that is legally licensed, which means, you know, often Often they are more expensive because legally licensed means that the artist is getting paid for their artwork. That is expensive in itself, and then usually the quality is better in those kind of companies as well. Let's open this one next. So this is a bookmark set. Now, I believe this I'm going to use as a giveaway for my diamond painting event. I have decided I'm going to do an event in May, so just May 1st to May 31st. It's going to be held mostly in my Facebook group, DAC Fans Canada, and it's just gonna be a fun laid-back event. The only rule is licensed art and no mystery paintings, and we are going to just have fun and have weekly prizes. So I think I'm going to include this with the butterflies I will show you next as a prize. So let's take a look and see what's in here. This one came all wrapped up in this goodie bag. Let's open it here. Again, the basic toolkit, I'm not going to go over it again because it's exactly the same, but I'll show you right there. So if you are brand new to diamond painting, everything you need is in this little kit, especially for little novelty kits like this. You don't need all the fancy accessories. Nice, it comes with these tassels, so that's really nice, and they're protected with plastic. These will go on the tops of the bookmarks when it is done. Interesting. So these bookmarks actually do have some sticker labels. The Mona Lisa painting didn't, so that is interesting. Is it focusing? No. There we go. So they have the serial number and the grid sign, they call it. It's not sticker paper, so it's just like a legend off to the side. And then here are our bookmarks. That is a pretty one. So it's got a green background by the looks of it. Got it upside down and beautiful pink flowers. And then yeah, at the very top, there's this hole. So all you would do when you're done doing your diamonds is put this in like this. And feed this through, and it will secure on there for you. I don't want to do it because I don't want to take it off again. But this has, and it's going to be hard to peel it off, but once you get the corner going, you can peel off. So it's got this plastic cover. Now this entire thing, let me just carefully touch it. Yeah, the entire thing is covered in glue. So once you are done, because this is going to be round diamonds, you're probably going to want to seal it. To prevent any dust or pet hair or dander or sweater fuzz from getting stuck in between the diamonds. To seal something like this, I would probably just use Minwax Polyacrylic Clear Gloss. That's the sealer that I use when I used to seal diamond paintings. I don't seal diamond paintings anymore, and I don't usually work on these novelty things, so I don't seal them. But that's what I would probably recommend. If you have done these before and you want to leave a recommendation in the comments, feel free to do so. You could actually probably cover this in a UV resin if you really wanted to, and do it that way. That's what I cover my cover minders in, is UV resin, so you could do that too, though you would need quite a bit, and I think just using a normal sealer would be fine. This one is really pretty as well, and then they have this one. Very nice set. These are hefty bookmarks. They are made of plastic. You can see they don't bend very well. Let's take a look. So it did come with the instructions. These are the same instructions as the other kit. I'm not going to open them. And here are our diamonds. Let me open this and let's just take a look at the colors and pray that I can get this back in that little baggie. So you could do the same thing I suggested for the Mona Lisa painting. You could just work one bag at a time. So here's A. So you could have all three bookmarks out in front of you and just do all of the A's on all three bookmarks, and then you're done with that color, and then you could move on to the next one. That would mean you don't really need to kit up, which is kind of nice. But if you are somebody who would rather work on one bookmark at a time, then yeah, I would kit up into baggies maybe. And it looks like all of these are just labeled with the letter. So let's make sure it goes all the way. Yeah, YZ, so A to Z. Beautiful colors in these ones. Again, these diamonds don't look half bad. I pulled them up there for a budget company. I think they look pretty darn good. I would imagine again that they are acrylic. If you know for sure, let me know. Do they have dimples on? They don't really have dimples on the back, so perhaps they are resin. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. I think people say that resin is more expensive in the scheme of things, but I have no idea. I am not a diamond painting company. Look at that, got it back in. I deserve an award. There we go. So I'm just going to let's pop these back in the bag, and then we'll take a look at the last little kit. And yeah, that is my haul from Make Market. Let me know if you picked anything up. When I went to my craft store the other week, they actually had quite a lot of stock in, so I think they just did a new setup with all of their spring items, novelty items. They had coasters as well. They had the adhesive sheets. They also had bigger diamond paintings, like regular sized diamond paintings. And what else did they have? They had stickers too, so would be great for a beginner, or if you have a child that likes to diamond paint with you. Some of these novelty items I think would make great projects for kids. Okay, let me just put that to the side, and let's take a look at this one. So these are partials. You can see it says there are 6 included in this kit, and they're each 4 by 6 inches, so they would fit in a nice little picture frame. On the side of the box, we have what to expect inside it, and then again, instructions if you are new to diamond painting, and then they have the images here that you will be diamond painting. They had a few different varieties of this kind of mini diamond painting set. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think there was a flower one as well, and a zodiac one if I'm not mistaken. These guys are stuffed in here. Hold on. There we go. Their boxes are really nice and sturdy. Like, this is a thick box. And I know at My Michaels, at least, you can actually order these online or for curbside pickup. They actually have, if you go onto their website and you look under categories, crafts and hobbies, then they actually have a diamond painting category now that you can look in. Same basic toolkit as the other two, same instructions here. Now this feels bit different. Look at that. So these kind of all have a little bit of a frame. I like how they have that black border around it. It kind of makes it look a little more professional. Now the edges, are they straight? They look pretty straight to me. I'm not seeing any fraying. Now of course they're not poked or scalloped or any of that fancy stuff, but I'm not seeing any fraying. It looks like another polyester type canvas. It's scratchy. And then on this side, yeah, so they have, it's a partial. The glue is where the butterfly is, and then all this white stuff is just canvas material. Now I'm going to pull this up and see, can you see the glue there from the shine of the light? So it looks pretty darn good. It looks like the glue is not overhanging by much, just a couple areas, but not by much at all. What I find interesting though is they have the symbols this way, so diamond painting it this way. With letters, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to get your letters mixed up, but that is interesting. I would think it would be this way, right? But there's a very pretty one. These ones could be done very quickly as well. This one is probably going to be beautiful. I love the colors in this one. Now the glue, let's see. Super sticky as well. The same glue. I have worked on a kit from Make Market, and I did find their glue very sticky. This one looks pretty nice as well. Nice straight edges, and they do have this tiny model number on the canvas down here as well. And we have a pretty blue butterfly. This would be great for children as well. Very nice. The canvases themselves are pretty legible. Let me just actually pull this back and zoom in instead so you can see kind of the canvas. Again, I find their canvases are a little more difficult for my eyes to read, and it probably has to do with the red symbols there. A light pad probably would not help. It probably would make it worse, but an overhead light would be helpful for sure. Now, let's see. So be careful when you do put, if you take the full cover off your painting and then you go to put it down, it only goes one way. So if you put it the wrong way, it's going to get stuck and it's going to be very hard to get off. So make sure you do put it the right way. I don't know if you could see that, but I did test a small area before putting the whole thing back on. We've got a green butterfly here. Ooh, this one's going to be really pretty. That's gorgeous. I wouldn't mind doing these, but I have another butterfly set from another shop that I will be doing. So I'm going to include these in a giveaway with the bookmarks for the May event. Now let's take a look at the diamonds that we'll find in the butterflies. Just looking at the colors, it looks like there's going to be a lot of bright colors. Again, they're all sorted by letter. So if you did want to go one letter at a time across all canvases, you could, but I personally would probably just kit this up into little baggies or small round containers. They would fit quite nicely in there as well. And again, just looking at the quality, they're nice and uniform in size. They look super sparkly. Let me know if you know if they're resin or acrylic. I honestly cannot remember what I've heard. No special diamonds in these kits. These butterflies actually, and even the bookmarks for that matter, you could probably bling them out with some extra diamonds if that's your thing. It would be a great kit to experiment doing that, especially with the butterflies, because crystals, for example, would look really good, or rhinestones, which are glass beads, would look really good in the wings. Fairy dust or pixie dust or whatever dust would look really good in these guys as well. Even ABs, if AB is your thing. Okay, so that's really nice. I am impressed. Now, I can't remember, does it say on here? No, the price of these, but they were reasonable, like probably under $15 if I had to guess, maybe under $20, I don't know. Canadian, remember, I am Canadian. Everything is more expensive in Canada, but I really like these kits. I think it's a great option for being able to work on above board, so artwork considered legally licensed. I believe I've heard Lindsay at Emeralds and Fairy Lights mention that they have like their own design team, which we've seen other places as well, that creates these little images. So it's all above board. So you can rest assured knowing that you are, you know, supporting the right methods, which I like, and then at a budget as well. And their diamond paintings don't turn out too bad. I had a lot of people work on the Halloween images during my Halloween event last year, and they were fun. Let me put this back, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to have both of these products, let me just zoom out, in a giveaway for my May diamond painting event. So if you're interested in joining, it's a laid back event, no new start, no finish required, needs to be licensed, no mystery kits, otherwise weekly progress posts, and that's how you enter for prizes, which will be on the Facebook group. So DAC Fans Canada, if you haven't already joined, you do not need to be Canadian to join. That's just in regards to destashing or selling diamond painting items. You have to be willing to ship in Canada, otherwise anyone's allowed to post and join and share in all of the fun. For prizes that come from me, usually I do ask the winners pay the shipping because you are getting the products for free, and most people are understanding of that. I cannot myself afford to ship all of the prizes. I tend to go overboard with prizes, and yeah, if you've joined one of my events before, you know it's well worth, the shipping is well worth what you usually get in a prize pack from me. Then I'll also have some small shops that are interested in sponsoring. If you do have a small shop and you'd love to sponsor an event during the month of May offering a couple prizes, leave me a message down below with your shop name, or you can send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. Also have an email at thediamondstitcher@gmail.com if that is easier for you. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up before you head out. That really does help. If you haven't yet subscribed, I would love to have you. Just hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to be notified when I do post new videos. And until the next one, happy diamond painting, you guys. Bye.